Welcome you guys in to game number 1 in the round of 8 series over here. To see who's gonna be moving on to the semi-finals already. So this is going to be quarterfinal between Hera and LucifroN for game number 1. Both players will be playing with French. For banned civilizations, Hera banned Mongols, while LucifroN on the other hand, he ended up banning Holy Roman Empire. So I'm pretty curious as to what we are going to get in the games after game number 1, of course, but for this one, we'll see. Hera being, of course, one of the strongest Age of Empires 2 players in the world currently, and being very, very high level at Age of Empires 4 as well, is going to meet his match with LucifroN. We know, getting very good results in the previous winter series. Hera's not going to have this one easy, and neither will LucifroN. So it's going to be very interesting to see. At this point in time, we cannot really do too much other than talk about the map generation a little bit, maybe. Hera's going to be getting the goal a little bit forward. If you draw a line between both bases over here, it's going to be kind of like a forward goal, right? I mean, well, we'll take a look at LucifroN. LucifroN does have kind of like a back goal over here, so it's going to be a little bit safer. Besides that, we do have 2 wood lanes for each player, one down south and the other one's going to be up north for LucifroN. Meanwhile, Hera's got one on the left and one on the right hand sides. These are going to be kind of like one on the back and one forward as well, once again if you draw a line in between both DCs. We can talk about the civilizations a little bit as well. It's not really going to make that much of a difference because both players will be getting the same stuff, right? So yeah, French are going to get, for both players over here, obviously, cheaper villagers. They're going to get cheaper scouts as well, increasingly so depending on the age, as well as cheaper eco upgrades, cheaper drop-off buildings. They get on top of that also free attack upgrades, melee attack upgrades. And besides that, we also have a bunch of bonuses for trading. Everything from being able to see the neutral trading post in the min-map at the very beginning of the map to being able to choose which resource to trade for as well. It's going to be overall very good for both players. And by the way, village is hiding over here. What's going on? Where are you? What? They're going out now. Oh mate. Good job. You see a school of cavalry coming up here for both players, of course. As it's pretty standard. And both are going to be cranking aggression up to 11 for sure. And we'll see what we get. Good job. Is LucifroN really going to be able to get a villager down over here? Well, we'll see. He's trying. There we go. FUH a little bit here sooner for LucifroN. Hera on the other hand is going to be there in a moment. You can probably update this to be quarterfinals rather, right? As opposed to round of 8. It's day 1. What is day 1? Just realized about it. Sorry. It's fine though. Let's keep track of the units over here. We do not want to miss villager pickup. We're so far on 20 villagers. We have 20 villagers over here for LucifroN. He does have 1 extra scout though. Good job. Hera's holding on over here just fine. He's got the 3rd scout coming out himself. Yep, and LucifroN's gonna have to bail. Now, both players should be going for professional scouts. There we go. LucifroN so far, he's got 4 scouts. Meanwhile, we take a look at Hera. And Hera's got professional scouts coming up a little bit later. Once again, though, he was a little bit later to the FUH. And he's got only 3 scouts. So this could be really, really good for LucifroN. And we'll see. Hera is gonna try to contest this, but I don't think he'll be able to do too much. We have extra scouts over here for LucifroN too. So, he's gonna try to go for it. He's trying to. I'm not really sure why he's not collecting though with this one. He's taking a little bit too much damage over here. Might end up getting cleaned up. 1 HP scout left over there. It's gonna reset, but it's going to take some time. And LucifroN does end up stealing a few deer over here from Hera, who's only gonna be able to collect 2 deer out of 7. So it was actually very well played from LucifroN. That's only 1 deer patch. To be fair though, Hera is taking these deer from LucifroN's deer patch. So if he does manage to secure all 7 deer over here plus all 7 deer over here, it's going to be going up to 16 deer compared to only 12. Good job from LucifroN. Could potentially try and go for the deer snipe or the deer heist later though, for sure. He's bringing all the deer over here. All right. There you are. He's going for the final deer. Good job. Here's got 1 Royal Knight out already. Is that the only one? No, he's got 3 Royal Knights as a matter of fact. Good job. Defensive Spearman for LucifroN. The extra Royal Knights are coming in from Hera. Meanwhile, we'll take a look at LucifroN. He's on 0 Royal Knights, just gonna be trying to collect the deer. Well, this is all good and dandy. How many scouts does he have over here? He's got 6 scouts, right? Yeah, he's got 6 scouts, so he'll end up collecting all the deer, or 6 out of 7 deer. Well, Hera's only gonna be able to collect 1 himself. But LucifroN does end up getting pushed away from the stone over here. We do already have enough to get the TC up though, and LucifroN's going for the second TC. We take a look at Hera, and Hera, I don't think he's gonna be able to go for any extra TCs, right? Let's take a look at this. That might be a villager going down, and that is a villager going down. That will be another villager going down now for LucifroN. Oh boy. There you are. Very, very nice raid over here from Hera. So far, able to get a lot of value out of those Royal Knights. The TC has not come up just yet, so LucifroN's going to take some time before he can catch up in villager count once again. I'm certainly hoping that's going to offset for the fact that he ended up losing the majority of the deer over here, so very soon it's going to be ran out of deer. Maybe not very soon, but much sooner than he should. It's probably going to be ran out of deer. Well, LucifroN's going to have deer for days. Yeah, LucifroN's economy is kind of a huge mess right now. He's got 28 villagers. We'll take a look at Hera, and Hera's got 34, so 6 extra villagers for the blue player already. Has LucifroN met his match? This will be the first time. Well, if Hera, I mean, he's gotta win the game still, right? He's looking strong, but he's gotta win the game still. And then he's gotta win another one afterwards, but that'll be the first time I think that LucifroN does not make it past the round of 8, if I'm not mistaken. Sure. Bon labour, indeed. Alright, LucifroN's roaming around with the scouts. Might be able to get some damage down, we'll see. We have some scouts over here for Hera. Hera's just finished researching Chivalry, by the way. We take a look at LucifroN. LucifroN, once again, is not really going to be going for Royal Knights whatsoever. So he got the School of Cavalry, but it's only going to be increasing production speed from his stables, and that's about it, right? Like, he's not really taking advantage of Royal Knights. So what is the plan over here? Is LucifroN just going to try to rush the Castle Age? He's going to try to save the resources and not go for Royal Knights. Instead, just try to go out to the Castle Age and play defensive. So it seems like it might be the plan. Right now, the engagement over here seems to be going in favor of LucifroN. He's got more scouts compared to Hera. He's doing a really good job, though, with his micro over there. I think he might have lost 1 scout. And he took so many down from Hera, and Hera's got even a horseman over here, so it's not even a scout, it's a horseman, which should be so much stronger, but numbers over here are so good for LucifroN. He is going to end up taking this one down. 1 HP. This one does not regenerate, of course. Scouts do. Meanwhile, we see more Royal Knights coming forward from Hera, and LucifroN's really being able to keep up with everything that's going on. Paying attention both to his base in order to defend and to these units in order not to take any losses unnecessarily. Meanwhile, Hera though, he's got some archers over here to work with. Are we going to see an archer range coming up for LucifroN whatsoever? Not quite. It seems like he's just going to be playing for the second TC to try and get ahead in economy. Let's take a look at this. Seems like Hera is going to end up cleaning all the scouts up over here. LucifroN is not paying attention anymore. Wow. He's paying attention over here instead. He does end up pushing Hera away, but Hera's already done so much damage. And especially because of Chivalry, the Knight over here is gonna be resetting HP too when it's not engaged in combat. So scouts are going to go down most likely, and that's a lot of wasted resources for LucifroN for sure. He's finally making the switch to Royal Knights himself. He's got 4. 2 back home to defend with, 2 forward to try and strike with. Let's take a look at the engagement over here. So we have about 13 military units over here for LucifroN. Hera's got about 9. Yeah, LucifroN is able to hold on over here. So we take a look at the villager count, and LucifroN's gone up to 37. Hera's up to 37. LucifroN is up to 52. So he was playing defensive, but it was not to rush the castle age. It was just to catch up and eventually surpass Hera on TC count, or villager count rather, sorry, with the second TC. So that was really well played. That was really well played. Let's see what we get. Good job. There we go. Yep. Overall, Hera is gonna be able to hold on over here for the time being. LucifroN does not have too many units. Hera's gonna keep on trying to be aggressive over here. But yeah, economy for LucifroN should be significantly stronger at this point. He's managed to go out to 60 villagers. When you compare that to Hera, Hera's on 41 vills. So this full aggression approach from Hera is not really working out too well for him. So far, he's been going up against the same units. He's been going up against the same spearmen. He's been unable to push past the defenses from LucifroN. LucifroN's bringing some Royal Knights over here himself as well. He's got a TC over there to protect his military too, so it's not going to be the spearmen on their own. And then he's got the Royal Knights, right? Coming here by the minute. So very soon, ball players will be going out to the castle age. The difference though is that once we get to the castle age, even though ball players are going to go up at about the same time, LucifroN's economy is going to be so much stronger that he'll be able to afford more upgrades, he'll be able to afford more units, and Hera on the other hand is going to be on the back foot for sure. So despite the game looking very good for him at the very beginning, now it's looking so much better for LucifroN, and it's just the timing for the red player has been so much better. The risk assessment, you know, game sense over here, strategizing from LucifroN has just been on a whole another level. So he's got the guild hall, right? And yeah, the reason I'm saying that is he took the risk, he took the chance of falling behind even further by going for the second TC, and we saw that Hera was able to deny the second TC at the very beginning. Remember, he was able to get the villagers down or push them away, but LucifroN ended up making it work still. He did manage to get the second TC up eventually. He played defensive only for spearmen, and after getting the second TC up, it was only a matter of time until he was eventually able to catch up and surpass Hera. And now that's going to result in LucifroN going up to the castle age faster. We take a look at the upgrades he's got. And he's got Pierce Armor coming up. He's got Veteran Spearmen on the way. right? And I wouldn't be surprised to see Veteran Royal Knight coming in very soon. As a matter of fact, that's the first thing he went for. You can see that he already has it. Meanwhile, we take a look at the Hera on the other hand. Hera's got only Royal Knights. He is going for Veteran Royal Knights, but he's got nothing in the way of Spearmen or counter to Spearmen. He would have to go for maybe Aqualetier, I imagine. We'll see. But yeah, it's already starting to look a lot better for LucifroN. Of course, there's no way for Hera to know this, but he's gotta. His Hera sense must be tingling right now, right? I mean, you know, the other guy's been able to go out to the castle age at the same time I was able to go out. The other guy's got a good amount of defensive units, and he has had the second PC for much longer than I, so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hera's got a pretty good idea of what the current situation is, even if he does not have access to the actual unit count we do. So yeah, Hera's population is 72 right now compared to LucifroN 111. So if you're in Hera's position right now, it's really unfortunate because you really wanted to get ahead in military by getting production going since earlier. If you did not get ahead up until this point, it's going to be so much harder for you to get ahead from this point onwards, given LucifroN's got a strong enough economy to already produce from both DCs without it really being a burden on his military production. And if we take a look at the military count over here, we're going to see that Hera's got 23 and LucifroN is already on 32, so he's got more military and he's got more economy as well. So no matter how you slice it, Hera is on the back foot over here. LucifroN's been doing an incredible work at coming back. He's been doing an incredible job at coming back at this game after it was looking very rough at the very beginning. So this is how it begins. This is how it begins. All of a sudden, Hera's not gonna be the one putting pressure anymore. It's not gonna be forward anymore. Just gonna be on the back over here, trying to hold on against a player who is, quite frankly, in a much better spot right now. Seems like a little bit of an insurmountable position for Hera currently. There we go. Well played. Yeah, does get the one Royal Knight over there. Now what does he do against this? How many units do we have for LucifroN over here? We have 6 Royal Knights, Veteran Royal Knights plus 27 Veteran Spearmen to work with. I think this is going to be the game after the engagement takes place, because honestly, what does Hera do? I don't think he can do much of it. I think he's just going to get surrounded over here. You know, he's got the Aqualetier, yes, but he's getting surrounded. That is not the way you want to play them, of course, and it's very hard for him currently. He doesn't even have that many units, honestly. He's got mostly Veteran Archers. So yeah, he's probably just going to want to get him cleaned up over here. We'll see. We do have a good amount of Royal Knights for Hera though. LucifroN's got only 14 units left over here. Meanwhile, Hera's got about 26 military units. So yeah, LucifroN does end up getting pushed out. That actually went a lot better for Hera than I thought it was going to. Well played. He's got so far already extra attack and extra pierce armor, extra melee attack and extra pierce armor. Take a look at LucifroN on the other hand. He's got extra attack, but he does not have extra pierce armor. He's only going for it now. He's going for +1. There we go. Is this open? It's open! It's open! I'm pretty sure LucifroN probably thought it was closed. Is this? Wait a moment. Is that bug? I just don't see how he's able to come in through here. What? Well, yeah, that's pretty unfortunate in any case. Good pressure from LucifroN, still trying to keep it up. And Hera's still been sticking to only 1 TC, so there's no chance he'll be catching up in villager count. Right now all he's doing is really going for military, which once again, his production is not going to be like any better than LucifroN's, honestly. Like LucifroN's going for Arbaletier himself right now, is going for mangonels, right? Hera's got archers only in Royal Knights. Yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't really feel this game for Hera. See? This is open once again. He does have veteran spearman over here to defend himself with though this time around. Good job, the archers are coming in for Hera. These are veteran archers. There he goes, good job. Good magnet shot though. Wow, the archers go down in HP with a single shot dramatically. So here comes LucifroN with another shot, and Hera does not want to do anything with that, of course. Oh boy, that was not good. That was not good. So how is the economy looking right now for both players? At this point in time, we have 64 villages for Hera. Meanwhile, LucifroN is on 106. So over 60% stronger economy right now for the red player compared to blue. Yeah, it's a big issue. There we go. 200 population right now for, well, 160 population, sorry, for LucifroN. 120 something for Hera. You should have a good amount of military though, to be fair. Yeah, Hera's got 58 military compared to LucifroN. LucifroN is on 56, very, very close. Once the engagement gets to, you know, to a stalemate, it's going to be LucifroN the one coming out on top because of the stronger economy. It's going to be the one able to reinforce units much more effectively. So pikemen or spearmen over here, veteran spearmen, and Arbaletier for LucifroN, and he's got mangonels, he's got springalds. Meanwhile, here on the other hand, it's going to be on Royal Knights, it's going to be on standard archers, veteran archers. And that's about it. LucifroN's just trying to get the walls up over here to make sure that he does not get breached once again. I do not know if that's going to be possible though. We'll see. Hera's trying to come in. Yeah, and it doesn't seem like he'll be able to, so here comes LucifroN. He keeps on moving forward. You gotta be careful. Oh boy. There you are. Hera keeps on roaming around. He's managed to prevent the walls from completing over here, which was great. And now he's gonna be able to start getting the raids going. Now, will he be able to get enough damage down over here, though, to compensate for the huge villager deficit he's under right now? I honestly don't think so. He does end up forcing LucifroN to bring all the units back, though, mind you. But after these units get cleaned up, I don't know how Hera's gonna be able to keep on affording more. Let's see his production. He's got Royal Knights coming out. Double Royal Knight production. He's got some archers. He's got some mangonels coming out. We take a look at LucifroN on the other hand. He's got springalds coming out for the most part. Yeah, not really a whole lot of military production, to be honest. So this is a little bit like running out of steam a little bit, honestly. Very, very good job from Hera to bring the springalds over here, which will allow him to hold on against mangonels. So the little holes over here really allowed Hera to get a lot more damage than he was due, for sure. Up north. And down south over here as well. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, LucifroN's able to hold on just fine. He's defending himself really well, and he's really doing some housekeeping around his base too, refreshing the lumber camps, moving villages around, keeping the economy running. Meanwhile, we're going to see a spring up battle over here going in favor of Hera a little bit. Yes. LucifroN is actually starting to struggle a little bit. He's not been able to go any higher than 160 or so population. Meanwhile, we take a look at Hera, and Hera's in 118, so he's not particularly high himself either. But he's been able to keep LucifroN from getting significantly ahead himself. Good job. There we go. Who's gonna be taking this one? We have 2 Springles for each player. We do have over here a Badatia for LucifroN versus Veteran Archer, so Hera does end up bailing. Once again. The little raids from Hera that's been able to keep him in the game so far. He's gonna keep on going for those. Can't really get too much damage done over here though, unfortunately. But he keeps on trying. LucifroN's still looking significantly stronger. You take a look at the economy and he's looking so much better for him. Let's see if he can actually translate that into military production once again or not. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He's going up above 160 and then some for population. Up to 177. Good, good. 180 right now and working towards getting to 200 populations. Got plenty of Alpha Tria on the way. As for upgrades, well, he already has all the blacksmith upgrades that he could have gone for. I think he's still missing this though. He's got to go to the Imperial Age first. But I mean, take a look at the resources. He can go. He can do it. He's going up. He's going up to the Imperial Age. LucifroN will have access to all the upgrades he's missing after he gets to the Imperial Age. Hera, on the other hand, he's not even going for Military Academy. I don't think he will be able to sustain production any faster than he is right now anyway. But he's missing so much. He's missing armor over here. He's missing armor for melee, armor for ranged units. Production is coming up quite strong for Hera, mind you. He's going up in population very dramatically himself as well, up to 140 something. It's gonna be getting close to 150, which once again, it's so much lower compared to LucifroN for sure. But yeah, he's just been able to keep going despite population deficiency so far. Well, now getting to the Imperial Age, LucifroN's going to be in a much better spot. We're gonna take a look to see what he's going for, and he's getting Elite Royal Knight right away. He's not going for any upgrades over here from the blacksmith just yet. Yeah, he's got full military production coming instead, right? So yeah, more Royal Knights. And these are going to be so strong. Once he gets to Elite Royal Knight, and once he gets also the final Pierce Armor upgrade over here, Angled Surfaces, then I'm pretty sure there's not going to be stopping LucifroN's army. Oh, he's gone for the Red Palace as well, which is great. See a keep coming up over here though, for Hera. Good job. Wow, that's going to be GG. It's basically the keep getting denied over there. And the fact that he was pretty much stuck in the castle age, right? Hera realizes there is no coming back from this position. So LucifroN is going to be taking game number 1 over here. Let's update the score. It's going to be 1-0 in favor of LucifroN. Hera's going to have to try it in game number 2. So taking a look at the stats over here, we can see total unit count significantly higher for LucifroN ever since he got the second TC up over here. He did end up taking a few losses over here when trying to get the second TC, you can see it. But eventually he did manage to get it up. And once he did, then the villager slope over here was significantly steeper for LucifroN, which of course makes sense. While Hera on the other hand just kept on struggling. For military count over here, at no point was Hera significantly ahead, right? Over here, maybe at times, but LucifroN had a strong enough economy to catch back up, and this was not a big enough lead for Hera to really end up securing the series, or the game rather. So well played by LucifroN. He's going to end up taking game number 1 over here on a mirror matchup, and just get a stronger economy, a stronger military score as well. Let's go back and wait for game number 2 then. There we are. Welcome everyone then to game number 2. Oh, we have this one, the Nuba River. Hera playing with Delhi over here is going to have a very interesting civilization for a map like this. Why? Well, because Delhi, they are going to get fishing ships who can attack, right? They get already 1 archer. The fishing ship is going to be equipped by an archer, right? Or with an archer, rather. On top of that, for a Hera civilization, let's actually go and talk about all the bonuses. He's going to have 25% faster working foragers. He's going to have on top of that free upgrades that are going to take very long, but if you garrison scholars inside the buildings, that's going to speed them up. They do have access to scholars as well, which is pretty nice. And wow, hey, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome. All Rich, welcome to the channel. And I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. We get free upgrades, of course. We are going to have also infantry who are able to build defenses already, which is pretty nice. And then the archer, right? The archer inside the fishing. So we're gonna see what that looks like at later stages of the game. Meanwhile, LucifroN on the other hand, playing with Chinese over here, is going to have villagers who can build stuff faster. 100% faster, except defenses, which are going to be coming up 50% faster from villagers only, though. On top of that, for Chinese, we also get a myriad of other bonuses, from free chemistry upon reaching the Imperial Age, to 20% faster working docks, which could potentially be very strong, right? If we do end up getting to the Field Age over here and the Chinese start producing actual Navy units, 20% faster working means that he's going to be able to overwhelm Hera in numbers as long as he can afford the production anyway. And yeah, on top of that we have the dynasty system, which doesn't seem to be working right now in the overlay. Let's see. Yeah, we only have the imperial officials. So yeah, the dynasty system, by which he's gonna be getting bonuses each time that he gets both ages landmarks up. So at the very beginning he's going to start with the Tang dynasty, which is going to make the scouts get 30% extra line of sight. So we take a look at the point of view over here of LucifroN, and then we compare that to Hera. Hera should be significantly smaller, right? Yeah, it is. On top of that, we're gonna have also the Sun dynasty. After you get both feudal landmarks up, which is going to make your villagers produce faster. It's going to unlock units and buildings as well. Ziganu and the village, right? And so on and so forth for the Yang and the Ming dynasty as well. Unlocking extra units, extra buildings, extra bonuses. It's going to be overall a very nice mechanic, but it's kind of expensive and it's kind of cumbersome to take advantage of because you do need to pay for the landmarks twice. A little bit of pressure over here from Hera. Good job. Seems unlikely to me that he'll be able to do much of anything though. LucifroN is already going up to the fuel age. He wasn't able to do anywhere near as much damage though around Hera's base. Oh, Barbican of the Sun coming up right next to the river so he can defend his fishing economy. That's beautiful. Barbican of the Sun is going to see into Stealth Forest. I'm not really sure if the vision is going to be high enough to see into this one. Let me check. But then on top of that, it also wields a long-range cannon defense and free arrow slits as well, so... There we go, adds arrow slits while garrison. Wow! Hera's gonna try to deny this one. He gonna do it though! No, he gonna do it. The villagers are going to get this one up. Good job, there we go, he's got it. Yeah, and the scout's taking a little bit of damage. He does not have enough vision to see into the Stealth Forest. No, it's actually very, very low. We take a look at Hera on the other hand, and Hera's got... Wow. He's not really going to go up to the field just yet, interestingly enough. Okay, there we go. Now we'll see the Dome of Faith coming up. And he's going for the mosque as well, right? Yeah, he's going for the mosque. So yeah, what this is going to do is... basically... There we go. He's taking this one. It seems like it's going in favor of LucifroN. He's got a very, very good trade over here. He's got higher HP left on the scout as well. Good job. There's another scout coming over here. So yeah, what that's going to be is the Dome of Fate is going to allow you to produce the scholars for cheaper. So that would allow you to increase research times or decrease the research time or increase the research time or the research rate, I guess, rather. Right? But we'll see. Good job. There we go, he's about to get there. Beautiful. And so a new age begins. Beautiful palisade over here as well from Hera. He does prevent the junk from getting to yeah, to this side, to Hera's side, right? Blacksmith on the way now for Hera as well. Yeah, nothing too much happening right now. It's going to take forever for the junk to actually push through the palisade. So yeah, it's just going to be a pretty passive game for the time being. Here's not really taking advantage of the stronger fishing ships over here whatsoever. I mean, I guess he doesn't need to, right? There is no point in him fighting against junk over here, but he didn't even try to deal damage over here. I guess it's probably just because LucifroN was very, very cautious about the timing for the dock over there. He went for Barbican of the Sun first, and then he went for the dock, so that actually suppresses Hera's ability to do any harassment with the fishing ships. However, the blue player should have been able to take advantage of these fishing ships for longer, so he should have gotten a much stronger economy. So far, you can see that he's getting close to 1,000 food. Meanwhile, LucifroN on the other hand is going to be on 153 food himself. It's really good for Hera. So first off, it's not going to be paying any resources for the upgrades he's going for. It's just going to take a long time, of course. But then on top of that, because of the fishing ships working for longer over there, it's going to be the first player to go up to the castle age as well. Meanwhile, LucifroN, what is he going to want to do? He's probably going to want to go to the Sun Dynasty, because if he does get, and he's got the Imperial Academy over here, if he does get the Sun Dynasty, that will allow him to get villages up. That's going to decrease training time of villagers by 35%. So it's one of the things that one of the tools the Chinese are going to have with which they're going to be able to come back after a rough start, right? So Hera should have a stronger economy right now. We take a look at that, and he's got 29 plus 10, right? Villagers and fishing ships. That's going to be 39 eco units, while LucifroN right now is going to be on 28 villagers and 7 fishing ships. And that is because of, once again, the Sun Dynasty. Had he not gotten it, villagers will be producing at the same rate, and with only 1 TC to work with, of course, he wouldn't be able to catch up at all. However, LucifroN should be able to go up to the Castle H eventually, very soon. Meanwhile, we'll see Hera is about to get there himself. He's got the compound of the defender. This one, once again, we saw this one already before. Remember how we said the Delhi infantry can build defenses? This compound of the defender is going to make it so that they can build stronger stuff. Reduces stone cost of buildings and their replacement by 25%, which is pretty nice. LucifroN, on the other hand, should be on his way to the Castle H fairly soon. I imagine we're gonna see either the Imperial Palace or, you know, usually, oh man, what is the name of the other one? I cannot remember it. No, it's probably not going to be Imperial Palace. I don't think so. I have not seen it. Clock Tower. Clockwork. Oh my god, I cannot remember the name. Clockwork Tower. There we go. Astronomical Clock Tower. Oh my god, dude, I cannot remember the name of the stuff. Astronomical Clock Tower. My bad. Sorry. So it's going to be so he can produce stronger siege weapons. This is usually what we see the Chinese used to go out to the Castle H. Yeah, I imagine knowing the names of things. There we go. Here we're starting to get sacred sites. He's got Minotaur's production coming up. What else does he have? He's not really producing, LucifroN's not really producing much of anything. Hera's gonna keep on going for more Minotaurs. Good job. If LucifroN wanted to defend against us, he would need Palace Guards. Let's see if this is open. It's not, but it's going to be very soon. Beautiful. Gotta love Hera's smart play over here, being patient. Trying to secure the sacred site while holding a relic so that he can potentially defend himself against any incoming units. Yeah, there we go. We have a clock tower spring up. Nestor B, sorry. Fantastic. And we have some palace guards over here. Alright, so he should be able to defend himself, which is fine. Yeah. This is getting breached, doesn't matter. Probably not. Hera's getting pushed away completely. He does have a lot more map presence though. He does have a lot more map control. However, once again, if we take a look at the actual military units and economy units, we're gonna see that Hera is on 52 and 42 for eco and military. Meanwhile, LucifroN is on 61 and 13. So Hera does have a significant lead in military count, but if he does not start taking advantage of this very soon, he does not start punishing LucifroN's greed over here, then LucifroN's gonna be able to catch back up in military count, right? And potentially even surpass Hera the same way that he was able to catch up in eco count and surpass Hera as well. So, here comes the nest of bees, and Hera's very close from being able to get the gate down, and I think he's going to do it. Yes, he will. We have junk over here, war junk already for LucifroN as well, which is going to be so much stronger. Meanwhile, Hera's got a bagla. Well, Lucho's taking a lot of damage over here, especially because of the dog advantage for Hera. But yeah, LucifroN is able to hold on over here just fine. There you go. Good job from LucifroN. He's able to neutralize the site over here. Hera was trying to get the walls up, but it seems like he missed the spot. Oh yeah, that's unfortunate for sure. More Nest of Bees coming out for LucifroN. Palace Guards coming out for him. Meanwhile, we take a look at Hera on the other hand. He's gonna keep on going for Minotaurs himself too. Oh, good job! Hera's got the Springald! Well, 50% extra HP is not going to matter for the Clock Tower Springald if it gets sniped, right? So what is the range for this one? It's going to be 8 ranged. Meanwhile, over here we have... no, sorry. That is not the actual range. So we have a range of 10, there we go, and the Springald on the other hand for Hera right now is going to have a range of 10 as well. Well, we have Springalds for both players over here. I was trying to select the Nested Bees actually. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is only 8 tiles, so yeah. Good job though from LucifroN, trying to zone the Springalds out from Hera, and then he can use... yeah, the Nest of Bees against the Minotaurs. Well played! He's been able to defend himself really well. Good job though, Hera's still putting pressure up over here. There is a counter raid coming out from LucifroN. He's been able to sneak a few Palace Guards over here. Looks like he's going to get cleaned up. Yes, he is. Meanwhile over here, Hera gets pushed away. So what do we get, by the way? Now that we have... I'm not really sure actually if he's got... No, he doesn't have the Sun Dynasty yet. Sorry, the Yon Dynasty, because he's missing one building. He's got an extra TC over here. So yeah, LucifroN still not entered the 3rd Dynasty. Otherwise he would be getting extra movement speed on villagers, Imperial officials, and military units. That's the stuff for Hera. Holding on to water control over there. There we go. It seems like it was kind of bugged, so Hera's gonna have to go for the walls like this instead. But it's fine. If he does end up getting this, then he's gonna be able to secure the sacred side. So that's one already that he's got control of. That's going to be 2 sacred sides going to have control of as well. And this could very well be the win condition for Hera. We have seen this in the past, where you do not really play for conquest. Instead, you just try to get the military numbers up high enough, only so that you can prevent the sacred sites from being neutralized. Especially as Hera's got... There we go, defend those sacred sites. We are 17 minutes and 40 seconds into the game. That's going to be 10 minutes still that we have to wait for him to get sacred site victory. But if he does manage to get enough units up over here just to defend the sacred sites, that's going to be more than enough for him to take the game. Now, I would love for Hera to go and actually try and get some defenses over here. After he's playing with Delhi, he can do it. Just get some stone walls up over here, just get some towers. He's trying to put pressure up over here, or to keep pressure rather, right? He's got 92 military units, which is good. It's good, and it's significantly higher compared to what LucifroN's got. But once again, because of LucifroN's markedly stronger economy, right? 87 compared to 68. If he does end up taking a good trade over here, Hera will not really be able to replenish his army quite as well as LucifroN will. So yeah, once again, I feel like Hera is alright with the amount of military units that he's got, but there is no guarantee that he's gonna be in this position forever, right? So I would definitely like for him to go for some defenses over here. He's not being collected any stone whatsoever though. Meanwhile, LucifroN on the other hand does have over 1,000 stone. So he could try to go for a keep. He's going for a keep over here. Good job. Very nice snipe over here though. Wow, from LucifroN, and Hera does end up losing the Springboks over there, but now LucifroN still does not have enough units to fight against here. Oh, the keep's coming out once again. I don't know if he'll be able to do it. What? LucifroN is sending absolutely everything he's got. Try and get the keep up. I mean, he's gonna be able to do it, but how many villagers will he lose in the end? Remember, he had a 20 villager lead against Hera or so. Now Hera is on 71 eco units, and LucifroN is on 72. He's just lost. Trying to get that keep up his entire eco lead. Well, this is not looking too good for LucifroN, to be honest. Hera's in a pretty good spot. He is 7 minutes away from getting Sacred Site victory as well, and he's got right now, well, nothing to worry about. There is nothing for LucifroN to work with. He's got 12 military units, 63 villagers, 62 villagers! Oh lord, that was just so bad. What is this even? Why was LucifroN sending the fish boats forward? I have no idea, but he does end up getting chunked, so... Oh man, what a comeback over here for Hera. Gotta appreciate that. 69 population, 69 eco and military units. We take a look at Hera and he's in 105 population. How fitting. 74 and 45 military units, right? So yeah, it seems to me like from this point onwards, Hera should be able to defend this position with the Sacred Sites. In about 6 minutes into this game from now on, we should see Sacred Victory coming in for Hera. I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's a whole lot of LucifroN's gonna be able to do. Unfortunately, he's just been playing for full defense and it's not really been giving him much of anything. He still does not have... Yeah, that he just calls it GG. It's fairly uneventful, but he knew the writing was on the wall. So Hera does end up taking game number 2 over here. Thus, giving us a full series for the quarterfinal. Let's go and take a look at the achievements real quick. For timeline over here, we're gonna have for villager count, a higher villager count for LucifroN, significantly so, ever since he got the second TC up. So you can see the slope over here is going to pick up quite a bit. For military count, on the other hand, he struggled quite a bit against Hera all game long, even during moments in which his economy was so much stronger, right? Such as from here to here, for instance, he was completely unable to catch up in military count. We take a look at the stats over here. We're going to see a much better KD for LucifroN, allegedly. Hera did not really care about it though. He had the numbers. And that's going to be it for game number 2. So let's go back and wait for game number 3, where we're going to see who moves on to the semifinals. And there we are, guys. Welcome everyone then to game number 3 between LucifroN and Hera. We are going to have Boulder Bay for the decider, where Hera's going to be playing Ruse and LucifroN will be playing Delhi. So for these civilizations, starting with Hera's then, that means that with Ruse it's going to be getting the bounty mechanic, by which he's going to be getting free gold for each animal that he kills. So he's going to be roaming around the map for sure with the scout, you can see it. And LucifroN on the other hand, of course, is going to try to prevent that from happening. So he's going to try to get his own deer patches down, I imagine. Or probably maybe even some of the forward deer patches down, so that Hera does not get quite as much bounty. Hera is going forward right away, so he's going to try to go right after LucifroN's deer patches. We have 2 scouts, as a matter of fact, for Hera. There we go. Oh, okay. Flower and dancing, that sounds good. We'll see. 3 scouts over here for Hera already. LucifroN on the other hand. He's not going after the deer whatsoever though. At all. This could be really good for Hera, we'll see. LucifroN also will be the only player going for a dock right now. Hera is taking a little bit longer, but he should be able to get the dock up over here very soon. Just his economy is not being quite as strong because of the scout production a little bit earlier, but yeah. At this point in time, we have 9 villages for Hera. LucifroN's got 7 villages, but he does have 1 fishing boat. And yeah. I did not really finish talking about the civilizations, but if you have been keeping up with the tournament, you probably already know what we have in general for each player. For water over here, we're going to have 1 bonus for each player. Delhi are going to have fishing boats with 1 archer equipped already, so they can attack. From the very beginning, he does not need to go out to the field edge to get actual navy units, right? He can just go for the fish boats, and that's already going to be so good. So you can see LucifroN is bringing the fishing boat forward already because he can attack with this one and he can do so much damage to Hera. Meanwhile, Hera on the other hand, with Rus is going to have fishing ships who do not need to go back to the dock to deposit the food. So if he does get access to water, it's going to be so strong. But if LucifroN can deny access to water over here, he's going to be, of course, in a much better spot. He does have a very strong civilization to do it, though. You can see that he's already got the... Because of the fishing ships over here, is going to be able to protect the scouts as well, which means that Hera cannot really do anything to prevent the dock from going down, and that's going to end up being wasted resources. So overall, the game is looking very, very strong for LucifroN so far. We take a look at eco count right now. Currently, he's got 13 eco units. Of course, many of these are not working with the fishing boats actually attacking forward, but once he gets this down, and it seems like he will, he's going to bring all the fishing boats back. Which is great. There we go. Yeah, the dock goes down and Hera cannot go for water anymore. He will try to get some extra bounty over here though. So far he's been able to go up to 200, right? Which is pretty good. Players are going to be micro-nerding out over the deer over here individually, and very well played. LucifroN is going to take the deer down right now. Hera cannot collect it. And now there's only 1 left over here. The LucifroN is waiting for Hera to attack so that he can take it down, but Hera's not going to let that happen. He's bringing 2 scouts over here so that he can one-shot the deer. Well played! So he's already getting dispatch on the left-hand side. He's not going to be able to get dispatch, but he's already gotten past 260, which is what he needs for tier 2 bounty, right? And tier 2 for Rus is going to have your villagers collect food 10% faster from all sources, and then hunting cabins are going to be generating gold more frequently as well. Now let's see if he's got any hunting cabins though. He's got only 1 over here. Yeah. And then he's got another 1 over here, which I like. Yeah, this one's going to be generating resources as well. Well played. Because he's been roaming around with the scouts as well, he has to kind of bring the villagers over to collect the deer from far away instead. But yeah, these villagers are already enhanced by the bounty, you can see. Hunter's Boon, generating an enhancement. Well played. I don't think that's going to be enough though, to offset for the huge eco lead that LucifroN should have by having the fishing ships over here. So we have 18 eco units for Hera. Who's only now going up to the fuel H. Meanwhile, LucifroN is going up to the fuel H himself, but he's got 24 eco units himself. So much stronger compared to Hera, and the bull player is gonna be playing on the back foot over here for sure. Once again, this is going to put us in a position in which LucifroN will be trying to play for economy, while Hera on the other hand is gonna be trying to play for military. And the last time that we saw this happen, it was Capoche's game, right? Against Vortex, and Capoche wasn't able to make it work, so we'll see if Hera can make this work and be the only player representing the Age of Empires franchise. in the semifinals, or the Age of Empires 2 rather, game in the quarterfinals. The only ex-main H player as opposed to ex-main Starcraft player, right? In any case, FLH is here for LucifroN. FLH is here for Hera as well. And what do we get? He's got the Golden Gate, while LucifroN on the other hand is most likely on... Yeah, he's gotta go for the Dome of the Faith. Alright, Hera's gonna try to get an outpost up over here, I imagine, or is he going to try and go for a stable, maybe? Well, with Roos is gonna be getting access to early night, so a stable could potentially work. It's going to be probably as much pressure as you're expecting to get out, right? He was trying to be sneaky and go for another dock elsewhere, but he cannot do it. He will be going for attack ships, though, which are going to be significantly stronger compared to the fisher ships from Delhi. But Delhi being already in the fieldage, they can go for Do, which is going to be fighting neck and neck with the Lothian. Nice pressure from Hera. He's pushing the villagers away from gold. This could be really good for him. If he keeps LucifroN away from gold, then the red player is gonna be struggling to keep on going for more dulls, right? Very well played! Wow, the Lothian attack ship is so strong, guys! He's taking all the fisher ships down over here. Beautiful! He's tanking so much as well. Absolutely ridiculous, and we see more Lothian attack ships coming out by the minutes as well. So notice how Hera is pulling the weak one out, and he's gonna be fighting with this one. However, I think he's going to end up getting cleaned up over here though in the end. We'll see. It seems so, yes. This one's going down. But this one should be enough for him to clean this up. Well, with the dough, that changes things up. And once again, because of the Lothian system, the stats over here are not going to be quite as good. So with extra Pierce armor, right, and extra HP over here, the dough is gonna be actually stronger than the Lothian attack ship. And what Hera needs to bank on is numbers over here, which usually you would be able to do if you had fishing boats, right? Lothian fishing boats. And then you turn those into attack ships, but not like this. It's going to be a struggle for sure. There we go. Those going to go down in the end, but I think Hera's getting cleaned up over here no matter what. Whatever happened to the forward villager from Hera, I have no idea. He ended up getting pushed away from here, so now we can see that LucifroN is going back to gold. And yeah, I do not know whatever happened to the forward villager from Hera. Where is it? It's here, he brought it back. He's got more Lothian attack ships coming out though. But it's a struggle. It's a struggle. He will be the first one to go up to the castle age though, by the looks of it. Yeah. And actually LucifroN is under a lot of pressure over here. Well, that is a good amount of scouts, to be fair, from Hera. Might be able to get a village down over here too, let's see. Overall eco count for Hera is 30. Overall 33 eco count for LucifroN. He's not quite as far ahead as you would be expecting him to be at this stage. And if Hera can go up to the castle age faster, this could be really strong, guys. And this is going to be coming in because of the bounty, right? Making the villagers significantly faster at collecting resources, collecting the food over there. You can see that Hera is going to be the first player to go up to the castle age. How is he able to come back from this position? I have no idea. He does end up getting cleaned up on the right hand side though. His dock is no more. Meanwhile, LucifroN still has access to water. He's got the fishing boats over here. He's got those. Well, here on the other hand, he's got 1, 2 docks, right? The second one coming up. He's got the Lothian attack ships over here, and this could potentially be so much stronger for him once he gets to the castle age, of course. But for the time being, actually, LucifroN is looking still alright. He does have 200 extra points. Good job. Dill's going down. This one should be going down as well. Very soon. He's got villagers over here as well to work with, so he can potentially try and repair it. No, I'm just going to do the dog thing. Well, Castle H is going to be here for Hera. There you go. And what does that mean? Let's see what upgrades he's going to be getting. Wow. What? That is GG? That is GG already? Well, LucifroN certainly did not want to keep on going anymore. Guys, this is the finally second the first time that LucifroN doesn't make it into the quarterfinals in Winter Series, isn't it?